You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monday. The nines have it, 9/9/19 today. I'm your host, Margie Taylor for Conroe Culture News, FM 104.5, 106.1 out of downtown Conroe at Lone Star Community Radio. This is live streamed at irlonestar.com, and it's Facebook Live on Conroe Culture News. So the guest today will be Camp Quality Texas, and they're going to talk about their camp and their upcoming rodeo, and that will be Brittany. She will be telling us about that. And then we're going to hear from Dispute Resolution Center of Montgomery County. They have a really big bookmark art contest coming up, and that goes on till September 30th, so they'll tell us about that. And then we have the duo of the City of Conroe Parks and Recreation and Conroe Noon Lions Club with both Rob Hamilton and Mike Cantu telling us about the fun-free family event that is this Saturday, September 14th at the Carl Barton Jr. Park. So before we get into that, Conroe Culture News is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic Center, 3033 West Davis by Conroe High School and Taco Bell. Go there for all of your needs, in all of your ailments. They will help you feel better holistically. So other things that are going on. This Saturday is the 10th annual Woodforest Charity Run, sponsored by Woodforest National Bank, and it will be starting and finishing at Heritage Park. I believe you can still sign up for that, and the 10K starts at 7:40. There's also a 5K at 8 a.m. and there's a kids shoe dash with Barkley, the mascot, at 9 a.m. So they will have lots of activities for children out at the park, Heritage Plaza Park. They'll have the awards ceremony, of course, music, food, and it all benefits the Woodforest Charitable Foundation that gives to our local nonprofits in Montgomery County. So again, that's a Woodforest Charity Run. You can find out more about that by going on their Facebook page. Saturday night is all right because there's a lot of music events going on as well. So Piano Punch is back by demand, playing the dueling piano requests at Pacific Yard House. And then also Texas Johnny Boy will be at the Corner Pub down the street. And then last but not least is country singer-songwriter Bart Allen Wotek will be on stage at the Red Brick Tavern. Of course, there's music every single day of the week, live music in downtown Conroe. This is a music destination place, and we welcome you to even hear music tonight at the Corner Pub with open mic. Starts at 9 o'clock. So with that, we're going to roll into our first guest, and this is Brittany. Brittany, I don't know your last name. Brittany Bridges, and she's going to tell us about Camp Quality Texas and what it is and their big rodeo that they have coming up. So first of all, tell me about Camp Quality.
So we are a nonprofit camp, and we hold a camp once a week for every summer, like once a year. And it's 7 days, and it's completely free for the kid that has cancer and their siblings. So that's what we different from other camps is we actually include their siblings to come with them for the whole week. And then everything, so it's a one-on-one ratio. So we have it's a companion, and then we have a kid for the whole week.
So there's one-on-one for the whole family, or is it just for that cancer patient and there's a staff?
For the whole family. So
wow.
We have staff, but we also have their sibling could have a companion, and then they have a companion.
Wow.
So it's 24/7. We have one kid.
So that means you have a lot of volunteers.
Yes. So we have about 120 a year, and then every year at camp, and then we have about 80 kids.
That's a lot. So you do the camp in Huntsville?
It's in Huntsville.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. It's our 16th year. This past July was our 16th year.
And you've been doing this rodeo. You were doing it out in Huntsville.
Yes, but we had to change to the Conroe location. Last year was our first year there because it was covered and the Huntsville one wasn't. And so some of our kids, they needed a cover arena.
The weather and
it was
various
too hot.
things is too hot. So how do these kids get involved in this? It's Camp Quality. Tell me about that.
I guess many different ways. I found it on Google. So
Google's great.
yeah, Google's awesome. So I know we promote a lot, like Facebook, or we'll have fundraisers, or like if they're in hospital, they'll, I guess, see from Camp Quality, where people talk about it. And we get new kids. We had a couple this year. So I know one of them found it on Google too. So my camper, last year, he was new, and they found it on Google. So that's pretty cool.
It's very cool. So I'm sure there's like an entry form that they have to fill out.
Yeah, they have to fill it out, and I think we only accept like such an amount of kids because we don't have like
You have a
lot.
cutoff,
Yeah,
right.
we have a cutoff, and we're always looking for more volunteers.
So how does one volunteer to be involved in this?
You can go to our website. It's campqualityusa.org/Texas, and then there's a volunteer application, and I think the applications open up like around April or May to
Okay.
volunteer at the camp.
So you've been doing this for quite a while, and you're a volunteer there as well.
Yes, I started 3 years ago.
What do you like about it? I mean, I'm sure there's
I
so much
love
to
it.
like, but what
There
is the spotlight thing that you really enjoy?
I think just like I went into it thinking like I would make a difference, but you come out like they make a difference on your life. And it's just so great to be around them because they go through so much, and you would never know that at camp. It's just so much joy, and they laugh, and it's awesome.
So do you volunteer for 1 week during the summer or more than 1 week?
1 week. We only have 1 week.
Oh,
year.
in Texas.
Yes,
Right.
in Texas.
Okay.
So just in Texas, and then I do the rodeo as well.
Okay, so let's talk about the rodeo.
Yes.
Tell me about, first of all, when it is.
It is Saturday, September 21st at 6 p.m. And it's in Conroe at the Lone Star Convention Center, I believe.
An expo,
Yeah,
yes.
an expo, yeah.
And the
then-
arena over there.
Yes, and we'll have like vendor booths and silent auction, and then we'll have kid events. So we'll have the stick horse races and mutton busting.
Oh, that's fun. So who are the kids racing that are the entrants for the rodeo events?
Who are they racing?
I mean, is this for cancer patients?
Oh, yes. So the
Okay.
whole event, it's a CPRA rodeo, and we're raising all the money for, it's like the professionals come and.
A sanctioned rodeo.
And then we just raise money for the camp. And so that money we get will go towards sending them to camp for the week.
So anybody who is eligible to be in the camp is also eligible to be in the rodeo?
Yes, any kids can be in the rodeo.
Oh, any kids. They don't
Yes.
have to be cancer
No, they
patients.
don't. You could.
Because this is a fundraiser.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser. So any kids could sign up, and they could go to our Facebook page to do that.
That's probably the easiest way is to
Yeah.
message on there and
And it'll take you straight to
It'll
the
show
link.
you.
So it's the Facebook page is Rodeo with Camp Quality.
rodeo with Camp Quality. Okay. Of course, you can always Google
Yeah,
Camp Quality
it'll come
Texas
right up.
and you'll find it
Yeah.
as well. So you also mentioned that you have vendor booths. So are you still looking for vendors to come out there?
Yes, we are, and it's $50 a vendor booth.
That's very reasonable. What are the times? You said it's 6 p.m.
It's
but
6 p.m. That's when it'll start. And
Okay.
then sometime during the rodeos when the kid events will happen.
you'll have a schedule of when the different
It'll
events
be
are.
online before.
Okay. So what else can you tell me about this is the second year that the rodeo's in Conroe.
In Conroe, but our 7th year altogether.
Altogether, yeah. And did you have a good event last year?
Yes, it was awesome. They said it was the best one we've had yet.
Okay, so this one's going to be even better.
I'm hoping so. I think
Yes?
so.
So is there a cutoff time for people to enter the rodeo?
I
Or is
think-
that online too?
I think it's online. I honestly don't
That's
know that
okay.
part.
That's okay. That's all right. So this is a sanctioned event with the Cowboys Professional Rodeo Association. And I'm sure we have a lot of cowboys out there and put on their boots and go find out about it. I mean, we also do the Go Texan Parade and that committee, and that'd be a good place probably to reach out to get
That
them
would be awesome.
involved. And also the Conroe Chamber. I know you guys are Conroe Chamber members, I'm pretty sure
Yes.
too. So I would definitely throw that in there. So What's really interesting is that not only the one-on-one ratio for the campers and their brothers and sisters who all want to go to camp, and they all are childhood cancer patients,
Right.
which is amazing. I know I just went to a fundraiser Saturday for a cancer person that's 5 years old. And it was over at Papa's on the Lake, and they had a great turnout. But then all the people that volunteer, they're all volunteers. All the staff are volunteers.
Right. Yeah.
And like you said, you have like 120 staff.
Yes, there's so many of us.
And you also have first responders, you have medical
The nurses,
professionals,
EMTs.
and all of that there as well, who help so that all the proceeds, anything you get, is going to go help the
the
kids.
camp.
Childhood cancer?
Yes.
Okay. So what else can you tell me about Camp Quality, Texas? Random
There's
facts.
so much. There's so much I could say. It's just awesome. If you want to change your life, I suggest you definitely sign up to volunteer. And there's so many fundraisers we do. We do a crawfish boil every year, and so you could help with that. It's just awesome. Every year at camp, we have cooking classes, zip lining. So if the kids want to do indoor stuff, there's always indoor stuff, or there's outdoor stuff too. So, and there's a huge lake. It's at Camp Forest Glen in Huntsville.
Okay.
So it's so much fun. It's awesome.
Well, and you've done it 3 years.
3 years, yes.
So you keep coming back because you really
I love it so much.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
And like you said, you did it to make a difference, but it made a difference to you.
Yes, definitely.
Giving does that.
It does.
When you
It
give for a
does.
good cause that you care about and you're passionate about.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you have any story you could share with us about any of the kids?
Well, I have my camper. I'm not going to have him next year because he's outgrown the little
What's the
boys'
age group?
cabin. It's from, I think they could start at 5 to 18 or
Okay.
17, and then
Okay.
they could
They age out.
volunteer.
Yeah.
They age out. And so DeMarcus was my little camper, and he was 8, so he aged out. But he's hilarious. He's so funny. He dances, and he's the life of the camp. Everybody's DeMarcus. He's just so cute. So there's not really a story with him, but every day is just a story. It's
Just
awesome.
makes you smile.
Yeah, I love it.
And those things are good. Those are great memories.
They are.
So I'm sure that if anybody comes out to the rodeo, the Camp Quality Texas Rodeo on September 21st, 6 p.m., they will also have a fabulous time and find ways they can get involved, either by, just coming and participating, or
Right.
is there volunteer opportunities for that as well?
Yes, there are volunteer opportunities. They can just Facebook message us.
Yeah.
And then we could send them the volunteer sheet.
And you can
So if
continue
anybody-
the dialogue.
Yeah, if anybody wants to volunteer, that'd be awesome. Because we're always looking for volunteers for the rodeo.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's it.
That covers it. Okay, so go to the Facebook page, Camp Quality Texas, and that will send you to all the other links, or the website, or the other Facebook page for the rodeo. You can see the event on there, and get involved. Get involved in the community and help childhood cancer.
Yes.
Okay, Brittany, we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to be right back then with Dispute Resolution Center. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Statistics show that 1 out of every 6 Texans struggles with food insecurity and hunger. And many people don't eat enough fruits and vegetables every day. The Better Living for Texans program is here to help you learn how to make healthy menu choices, save money at the grocery store, prepare quick and delicious meals, get more good nutrition in your day, and get more physical activity. Classes are fun, friendly, interactive, and free, and taught in English and Spanish. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Mike from Dan Simon, Texas. Join me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. as I count down the top 10 Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floor. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
What is homelessness? Have you seen parents struggle to find a job without having transportation or childcare? What about the children sleeping in cars with nothing to eat? Families shouldn't have to struggle to survive, and children should not be homeless. Family Promise of Montgomery County serves the needs of homeless families and their children. Learn about ways you can help and learn about partnership opportunities at www.familypromiseofmc.org or call our day center at 936-441-8778.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show. With monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
And we are back. I'm Margie Taylor, Conroe Culture News, irlonestar.com, FM 104.5, 106.1 out of downtown Conroe. This is September 9th of 2019. And the next guest today is Dispute Resolution Center. And I'm sitting here with Savannah Martin, who has a great story because she actually came to the Dispute Resolution Center as an intern last year, right?
Thank you so much for having me on the show. So I actually came here last year. I was on the show last year, actually. I was the ExxonMobil Community Summer Jobs Program intern for the Dispute Resolution Center and had an absolute blast working here last summer. And they were so excited. And I was so blessed to be able to come back here and work here now. I just started actually last week.
That's so exciting. So did you finish school?
I did. I graduated in May 2019.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Whoop.
And where did you go to school?
I went to Texas A&M University.
Well, of course. That's where that little whoop came from.
Yes.
Well, so exciting. And what was your major in?
Communication.
Well, of course.
Exactly.
So I'm sure you are an asset, and Elaine and Amber and all of them are just super excited to have you. And of course, it's not like you're new, because really all about the DRC.
Exactly.
And you're going to tell us a little bit about the annual bookmark art contest, which is a really big deal in this county.
Yes, we are so excited. So it is our 6th annual Conflict Resolution Day bookmark art contest. It's been going on since August 12th, and it closes on September 30th, 2019 at 5 p.m. So last year, I want to talk about a little bit what we did with last year's bookmarks. So we had 55 schools enter. We had 2,007 entries, and we had 24 judges. So we have been growing each and every year that we've done this, and we're really excited to see how many entries we get this year. So the 2017 bookmarks are actually at the Woodlands Mall Spotlight Gallery, thanks to the Woodlands Art Council. So you can go there and actually look at all the bookmarks that were created in 2017. And then the other half of those bookmarks are in the Conroe Chamber of Commerce.
In a very prominent location.
Yes, they are an awesome location that you can go and see. And really, it's awesome to see the creativity that these kids come up with, because these topics that we're asking children to create bookmarks based on the topics of conflict resolution, peer mediation, and bullying, and things like that, to try and allow teachers and private schoolers and homeschoolers the opportunity to bring up this conversation with their children of how do you handle conflict? How do you handle these things that come up? Because that's a really difficult topic to talk about. So when you give them something to draw and think about, it really brings this conversation up in a natural and easy way for them to talk about. Yeah.
It's great. And so when you go in there and you see all the bookmarks that are laid out on the table, it's amazing because they're all set up by grade level or, it's also divided into different segments, correct? 3 entry levels. So that's kind of how it's set up on the tables. But it almost gives you chills to see how creative these kids are. I mean, we're talking kindergartners.
Yes.
Kindergartners through second graders, and then 3rd through 5th, and 6th through 8th. And I mean, they're still young kids. And for them to put down creatively good ways to resolve conflicts, and it makes them think about it, like you said, because they're creating these. You have some examples, right?
I do, actually. And so, like you were saying, we have 3 different levels. And I'll just pass these over to you that you can look at. And we actually have some from the farthest ones are from 2014. We have them all the way back, and then the ones right here from 2018.
So, they use all these colors, pick flowers, not fights. Can you see these, Dick? Okay, and so this was a 3rd place winner for the 6th to 8th grade category. And this one's really cool, too. Work it out, compromise. Yeah, they spelled that right. I was looking at share, be helpful, and there's puppies, dogs.
Yes.
So, and that one is a 1st place winner for 3rd and 5th grade. And it's from all over the county, irregardless if it's a public school, a private school, homeschooled.
Exactly.
They can get this information. This is really cute. Peace grows, and it's peace. Peace symbols on a tree. I like that one. It has a little person there. And that's a K through 2nd grader. So there's such amazing things that these kids come up with because they get bullied or have to resolve conflicts. They're not going to always agree, starting in every age. I mean, let's go back to preschool. That's where you learn to play well with others.
Yes.
And what we learn, we don't always bring with us, but we should. The primary things. Put yourself in someone else's shoes.
Yeah.
That is so cute. I mean, it's just amazing, some of the pictures and the things. So the contest is going on till September 30th. And let's talk about how they can enter and where the templates are.
Of course. So you can enter, you can go online to www.resolution-center.org, and you'll be able to find the bookmark contest. And the template will be on there along with our frequently asked questions. Everything that you need will be on there. You can print out the template and you can draw directly on that. We do ask, most of the bookmarks that typically win are in color. So you cannot fax the bookmarks entries into our office, but you can either mail them to our office, and that address will be on our website, or you can bring it directly into our office and hand it in. Either way you want to do it is perfectly fine. We love actually getting the bookmarks in the office.
So exciting.
We get to see all of them and then organize them, and it's just great.
And the office is easily found.
Yes.
It's over there by the courthouse, the front of the courthouse on Thompson Street.
Yes.
I mean, you do have to go through that security, but it's like right there by the security. So it's easily found. And don't you also have the information at the schools and the library?
We do. The information is also at schools and libraries so that you can easily access it. And some of the teachers have the templates and things like that, but we want everyone to be able to get involved, from private school, public school, and homeschool, because everyone kind of should be able to have this conversation with their children and talk to each other. And even if, I feel like it brings things back up for adults to even see the bookmarks like we have them here. Sometimes it's nice to be reminded of things that seem so simple when you're young, but sometimes are really hard to practice out in daily life. And it's important to remember these things, to listen and then talk. Those things are sometimes forgotten when we get really busy, but it's nice to see reminders. And
Absolutely.
Kind of hits home really well.
Let's talk politics.
Yeah.
So, here's what I'm looking at right now. Let's respect our differences. And this is, I could not draw like this.
Oh, no, I could not either.
I don't have that talent. But this was a 1st place winner in the 2018 for the 3rd level, up to 8th graders. And this was from Lily at McCullough Junior High. So you get all of these, which I'm sure is exciting, and then they're all laid out. And the judges are going to be the Woodlands Art Council.
Yes, the Conroe Art League, Montgomery County Judiciary, Woodlands Bar Association members, Montgomery County Bar Association members, our DRC MC mediators, the Conroe Rotary Club, and local community leaders such as the leadership Montgomery County. But we're looking for judges that you don't have to be an artist yourself. We're just looking for people that can objectively judge the message and creativity that these kids are drawing. And the judging will actually be on October 11th at 1:30 p.m. at the AgriLife Extension Center. And you can email Amber, amber.gong@mctx.org for more information on judging or assisting with takedown and setup so you got to see all the bookmarks beforehand.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's quite
awesome.
amazing. I went and checked it out last year. And then the actual award ceremony,
Yes.
that's going to be on October 25th.
Yes. So the results will be on the website by Friday, October 18th. But the actual award ceremony, as you said, will be on October 25th at 4 p.m. at the Conroe Commissioner's Courthouse. Judge Kathleen Hamilton will actually be there to present awards to the winners.
And she's so sweet.
She is. She's absolutely
She's so
amazing.
sweet, and
We
she kind of
love
makes
her.
me laugh.
Yes, she is an absolutely incredible
She's
woman.
great with the kids.
Yes. So the winning bookmarks will be displayed at the Montgomery County Memorial Library System at the Central Branch. You can volunteer for that as well if you want to help with anything like that. You can email the email I talked about earlier, amber.gong@mctx.org.
She's on the website.
She is on the website also, so you don't have to even take that down. But one thing that's really important that I don't think we even talked about is these bookmarks. Also, at the award ceremony, you get a cash prize.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So first place is $75. Second place receives $50. Third place receives $25, and honorable mention is $15. And that's actually for each grade level. Although we judge in the 3 levels that we talked about, kindergarten through 2nd grade, 3rd grade through 5th grade, and 6th grade through 8th grade, we give each grade level their honorable mention because we want every grade kind of to be judged fairly.
To feel
if that makes sense.
special.
Exactly,
Right.
because we value all of these bookmarks that they're sending in because they each are important and have a message that we love. So, yeah.
It's very exciting. I mean, it's amazing to see what these kids come up with and the artwork. And I really encourage everybody to submit something. And I know it must be exciting to open them up and see the different ones and then see the room when they're all laid out there. But you also need swag items.
We do, yes. So
Tell me about that.
yeah, we are just looking for items that we can put in our bags that will be given to the kids at the award ceremony. So you can email us and talk to us about what you want to give, and we'd be happy to talk to you about it.
Okay, says you need things for the kids and you need something for the teachers. And it's just a
Exactly.
kind of little something to
Yes.
make them feel acknowledged.
Exactly.
You know.
And so what we already actually do is the teachers of the winning bookmarks actually also get an anti-bullying book sent to them. And if it's homeschooled, the parent will receive the book that we get sent to them because we kind of try to make sure that everyone involved gets something back.
So tell me about the Dispute Resolution Center a little bit. I know you're passionate about it and you're
I am.
excited. I mean, that's why you went back and got a job with it. So
Yes.
you have obtained some certifications, correct?
I have, yes. So I actually got certified through A&M. It was part of my degree, actually. I went and got a certificate. And part of that certificate was getting training and becoming a certified mediator in the state of Texas. So
That's very cool.
yeah, it was awesome. And then I actually, after receiving that certificate and getting that training, is when I found the internship at here. So it was actually just worked out
Perfect.
perfectly. I was very
Yes.
blessed to have that all happen kind of the way that it did.
So what's your role going to be at the DRC?
So I will be mainly the communication and media or public relations persons or coordinator at the DRC, which I'm really excited about because that means that I get to be out in the community and
That's
talking
great.
to people with what we do and all the different things because we do so many things. We offer mediation, as you know, and we are at a much cheaper price, but it's high quality mediation. We have great volunteer mediators that know and love what they do. It gives a lot of our volunteers purpose in their daily lives. I was actually talking to one the other day, and that's what he came in and said to me was that he's found purpose in his life again because he's able to come and mediate with us, which just amazes me.
And the mediations are just various things. Can you give me some examples of some of
Yes.
the mediation cases?
So we do civil mediation cases, family mediation cases, and CPS mediation cases. So that's everything from neighbor disagreements, like this is actually a very common one. My fence fell over, and who's going to pay for that? Do we both owe for that, or is it just me? So that's one that we do. Divorce is another one that we do a lot of, and we mediate that. And the best thing about mediation is that we love this because we give control back to the parties. So in court, the judge is really the person who has the control. He's the one who's going to tell you exactly what you have to do and what you have to follow. In mediation, we allow you to create your own agreement, so your own things that you will follow. Both you and the other party will follow together. So it allows them to be more cohesive and create kind of a cooperation between the parties, especially in something if there's children. That's really helpful because that's a relationship that's going to have to exist for at least 18 years. So having them be able to talk to each other and communicate in a way that is civil and nice is something that we really strive to get to at the end of mediation.
And it's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win for
Everybody
everyone.
wins.
Exactly.
So what is the process to get involved in mediation?
So if you want to be a volunteer, you can look online. We actually are asking for volunteers for more things than just mediation right now, actually. There's lots of ways you can volunteer at the DRC. But so you would go online, you can look at when our next training will be, and you would talk to Amber. She's on the website listed. Her email will be listed, and you would come to a training. The training is a 40-hour training. That's the basic training. So then you would only be able to do general mediation cases, and we would have you observe first one case, and then you would be a co-mediator. So you'd have someone else there with you to mediate for your first few cases, and then after that, if you felt comfortable, we would start kind of putting you on your own cases if that worked out.
So what if you wanted to have a case mediated? What's the process?
Okay, so you can, first you have to get both parties to agree to mediate, and you have to kind of find a time that you would both be willing to do that. That's within our hours. And then you can call us, and we'll look at our calendar and tell you if that time slot is available. Then you would go online and you would fill out an intake form.
Okay.
And once we receive that, we'll put you on our calendar, and then you would be receiving an email notification that you are on our calendar.
And how is the fee structure?
The fee structure is each party pays $125 for every case except for CPS. No one pays for CPS. And then if you're out of county, that's an additional $25.
So it's very affordable.
It is. And if
it
it's
just makes sense.
Exactly. And if it's a justice of the peace case, it's actually only $25.
Oh my goodness.
So
you take away all the drama and the high costs, and it's just a great situation. So why aren't all cases
It's
mediated?
awesome. I don't know,
It's
because
crazy.
we have coffee and cookies and snacks.
There you go.
Yes.
You go. Yeah. So
We do our best to make it a very comfortable environment for everyone to be in.
So the DRC MC, Montgomery County, is on Thompson Street. You can go to resolution-center.org to find out all this information.
Yes.
I don't think there's any more trainings the rest of the year because there was a whole
Not
bunch
this
of
year.
them.
Yes, there was.
But you can still find out how you can get involved. You can help with the bookmark art contest. You can help with judging. You can help. I know you mentioned that Leadership Montgomery County is going to help with the setup, and also Conroe Rotary. But I'm sure if you wanted to, you could probably still help set up.
Most definitely you can.
And get involved in other ways, and meet Savannah, meet Amber, meet
I would love to
Elaine.
meet everyone.
So help judge, do something. I mean, it's just really awesome to see all these bookmarks that these kids come up with, and maybe adults need to do this too. Have their own bookmark art contest, So, and I don't know if you are equipped to talk about the conflict resolution day. The conflict resolution day.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that?
Somewhat.
Okay. So that's around the same time.
Yes, it is around the same time.
That we get other people in the community, whether they could be you or I, or they could be elected officials, or anybody, to say that they will resolve to not have conflicts, to resolve conflicts peacefully with others. And then they do like a selfie or put it out there and share it. Wow, that train is loud. So Conflict Resolution Day 2019.
Yes, I think that is our hashtag I took the pledge.
Yes,
social
that
media
is
campaign.
it. We're on the same page.
Exactly, we are. Yeah, and so exactly like you talked about, we're just asking people to say that they want more peace in the community and that they're going to actively pursue that and work on being a person who is willing to help resolve conflict peacefully in their community. And they can just hashtag that I took the pledge, and they can tag us. We are on all sorts of different social media. We have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, everything.
Yes, you do.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Do you have anything else you wanted to add, Savannah? Have I left out anything?
I don't think you've left out anything. I appreciate you so much for having me on the show. I love being here. We're very excited for our bookmark art contest, and we hope everyone sends in a bookmark. And I'm
September
excited to see 'em.
30th. That's the last
September 30th
day.
at 5 p.m. Yes.
Go and take it by the office, send it in the mail. Just get involved.
Exactly.
Resolve to take care of conflicts peacefully. Okay, we're going to take another break, and we'll be right back with the City of Conroe and Conroe Noon Kiwanis Club.
We have the safest food supply in the world. Strict laws and regulations restrict the usage of hormones, antibiotics, and pesticides within our food supply. Production agriculture practices and technologies such as the use of GMOs, which is not any more or less risky than conventional crop production, has allowed American farmers to produce more food on less acres in environmentally sound ways. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make lives better.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776.
Hey guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris.
And we're with the Ticket Stub Podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show. If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub Podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with the Lone Star Community Radio.
And we are back for the last segment of our show today, and we're going to hear about what's going on this coming Saturday. I'm sitting here with Rob Hamilton, City of Conroe Parks and Rec, and Mike Cantu, also of the same department. But Mike is actually, I think, going to talk about Conroe Noon Kiwanis, but they kind of merged together because they are both working together separately but yet together at the Carl Barton Jr. Park here in Conroe. And You just finished the last Thursday concert. I know, thank goodness. And it was good. So this Saturday coming up, you have Kids Fish and Kids Day at the park. And nobody really knows they're separate, but they are run separately, but they kind of work together too. And it's a great day for families to come out and have a free family fun time at the park. And hopefully it should be a nice day, right? Is it supposed to be good weather?
The forecast says it will be, so yes.
One never knows. But yeah, we kind of feel like it's still going to be warm.
We could use a few clouds that day.
Sometimes we get a cold front, for a day or two in September, so maybe that will be the day. We don't know. I don't think it'll be 67 or anything, but, is what it is. So tell me, Rob, first about Kids Fish.
Well, Kid Fish is a free fishing derby that annually we offer out at Carl Barton Jr. Park, where families can come in the morning at 9 a.m. It goes from 9 a.m. to noon. And it's an opportunity for kids to be exposed to the opportunity to fish. A lot of kids these days just don't get out and do things in the outdoors. So being outdoors with family and getting a chance to fish, it's a free event. We do provide the bait and all the fishing gear. So really all you need to do is just show up and be willing to put some bait on the hook and then throw your line out and into the water. We typically have about 300 kids that are out there that day and with their families. So it gets to be a little busy, but we'll have fish that are caught anywhere from 3 inches up to 21, 22, 23 inches. So
So do you stock it beforehand?
We do. We stock it beforehand. So there are some nice fish that are.
What kind of fish?
Mike, do you know what they are?
Usually mostly catfish.
Catfish?
Yeah.
And is this fish and release?
No, you
Or
can't.
they keep 'em?
You can't. You can keep them if you want to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, you can.
So they don't need a fishing license. They don't even need a pole. They don't even need bait.
You don't
they
need a
just
license for
show
the day.
up.
Just show up and fish.
Is that normally a fishing pond where people can fish?
We have, yes, you'll find people out there that do fish there on a regular basis, especially after we stock. Now if we're stocking on this one for catfish, other times a year that we stock it, I know that it's a trout stocking.
Okay.
So, no, and a fishing license is not required for this day for youth that are 14 and
16?
under, right?
16 and under?
16 and under. So that's even better. So you get a chance to experience the whole thing without having to go down and get a license and the pole and the bait and all that stuff before you head out. It's a great time.
But you could bring your own if you so choose.
Absolutely. We have people that walk up with their tackle box and their fishing pole.
And their lures and all that.
Yep.
There's plenty of people that do that have been coming year after year. They know the drill and they get there early. They get their spot and
Of course.
they know what.
They're set up to go.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
They're set up.
Yes.
So that starts at 9 a.m. and goes till noon, and then
Yes.
you do the How Big Is Your Fish Contest awards. And,
Right. We do.
you know,
We do have awards, and kids will receive trophies based on their catch. And then we also, during that time, there is a fundraising opportunity for the Kid Fish organization, and awards are also distributed with that as well. So,
Tell me about that.
well, the Kid Fish organization travels throughout the state, and they do derbies like this all over the place. And it's for them, it's a process of not only providing the activity, but also as an educational opportunity. So they are a completely self-funded organization. They do rely on grants and donations and support. So there's a chance that you can sign up and support Kid Fish that day as well.
I didn't even know that was part of it. I thought this was just all City of Conroe.
And there is an opportunity for the winners to advance to to another round, so to speak, where they invite all the winners from
A tournament type of thing.
Yeah, the Kid Fish sponsors. And we've had some people from Conroe participate in the past. So it's, like I said, the regulars know the drill, and And they've been
They come out there.
They've been to the tournament, so they have a good time.
So do you have some youth professional anglers, so to speak, since they know the drill?
Maybe so now, yeah.
Yeah?
I know that like I said, we see some familiar faces year after year, and they sometimes they'll be wearing their T-shirt that they have gotten from attending the Kidfish tournament.
Okay, so they get T-shirts? Not at this one, at the bigger one, at the
right,
next
yeah,
level.
If they
at the next level.
qualified to go to the next level, yes.
Okay, so there's also the annual Kids Day at the Park, starting at 11.
That is back in 2013. The Conroe Noon Kiwanis Club was looking for a signature event. Previously to that, they were a monetary sponsor of the Kidfish that the city is in charge of. But the Kiwanis Club decided to, why don't we piggyback off, since the attendance is there. We were finding that, some kids have their enthusiasm for fishing is great at the beginning, but towards the end, maybe not as much.
Because you have to wait.
Aren't biting.
Yeah. It's not a full of action or anything.
We were looking for something for them to do while they were there. So we've added some amenities since then, and every year we tend to add a little bit more. But we invite the local Conroe Fire and Police Department. They'll come out with some of their vehicles. The kids are able to get on them, interact with the officers and the firefighters. We have some moonwalks that we have out there. We have a trackless train that will go around the actual
That's fun.
pond, a rock wall, have a petting zoo, and kind of the highlight of that particular event is that provided that the weather allows for it, we have a PHI air medical. They do an actual landing on site, kind of the event. It's a pretty neat deal. You see them coming and they'll land there in a secure spot, and then once they turn off the engine, then the kids are able to actually get in the medical helicopter itself and take pictures and interact.
Oh, yes.
So
Yeah,
it's a pretty cool deal.
that is a cool deal. It's a great apparatus. So, and this is all free. They can come, enjoy, they can fish, they can play on all the activities.
You don't have to spend a dime on Saturday. We will have a concessionaire selling some barbecue sandwiches and, snacks and drinks. We will have Kona Ice will be out there selling snow cones too. But
Does your organization get any from that? From
the Kiwanis Club does get a
percent?
percentage back from the snow cone sales that day through.
Yeah, I know Kona Ice is
Kona
good
Ice.
about that.
Yeah, they're really good to the community.
Are you having, I heard, pet adoptions as well?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I mean, you
That-
go home with a puppy.
the Conroe
Yay.
Police Department approached us this year. They actually did that at Kids Fest, and they got rid of all their animals were adopted that day at Kids Fest. So they asked us again if they could come out on Saturday and do the same thing. So yeah, they will be out
Nice.
there. They will have pet
Nice.
adoptions, yes.
So, tell me about Conroe Noon Kiwanis.
The Kiwanis Club has been in existence since don't quote me on the date, but I want to say since the mid '50s.
That's great.
We actually have one of our still acting members, Mr. Dyson, Mickey Dyson, who was a founding member, is still very active in the club, attends meetings on a regular basis, is still part of the club. We're a smaller service organization that is children's oriented and geared towards providing opportunities for children and families to be able to give back for those that are in need, whether it be through sponsorships, monetary donations, providing opportunities such as this for free opportunities. During the Christmas time, we offer a food basket program for families that are in need, that aren't able to provide like a Thanksgiving meal. We recently have partnered with the Yes to Youth organization and are working with them to help with different opportunities that they have for their youth that they serve. So.
And one of them right now is you're collecting bedding.
That is correct. Yeah, and it is for the Yes to Youth organization. We are collecting new bedding for their houses that they have the children stay in.
Their shelter.
Right.
Yeah. And this is a really nice thing. The kids, from what I understand, get to keep their own bedding, which is a new thing. They didn't used to do that. I used to work for youth services for 5 years with homeless youth. And they get to keep their bedding and linens and keep it if they travel on or they move on, because it's a temporary shelter there.
Yes.
So when they go to a more permanent or they go back home with their family or whatever the case is, they can take that pillowcases, pillows, sheets, bedding, and sometimes those blankets are kind of a comforting thing, especially those weighted blankets that make you feel confidence and comfort, when you're having to change things up. So that's still going on. And anybody can come have lunch, right?
Absolutely. Every Wednesday at noon, there at Las Haciendas, Mi Padres on 105 West. We have our our weekly meeting at noon, and it's open to the public. Anybody's invited. We'd love to have you guys come out. Lunch is on us that day, and we tell you a little bit more about what we do in the club. So yes, please check us out. If you want to go to our website as well, Conroe Noon Kiwanis Club.com, we would appreciate that as well. Please look us up.
It's all about the youth and kids. You guys get very involved in youth and kids. Kind of why it's a good partnership with the City of Conroe Parks and Rec, because it's about family, kids, youth. It's a great partnership. So this is going to be a fun day. I know that when the city puts on many free events, between Easter egg hunts and Halloween things and Kids Fest, and of course we just kind of talked about the concert, but that's more geared towards others. But you have other things coming up. I know the playbook just came out, right, Rob?
Yes, it did. Our published on 3 occasions. This is for the September through December, so the fall months, and all of our information about our programs, facilities, events, and parks is in that playbook. And on the back side of it,
you can flip
you can flip it. And it has the Arts Alliance, which has anything from plays to music performances to literary meetings.
It's the yellow book of, let your fingers do the walking through the playbook.
That's exactly
because
right.
it has all the information you need to stay in touch with what's happening in Conroe.
Absolutely.
And I know we don't have much time, but let me plug that in this book, you can see that you have some things coming out. You have a family camp out September 21st.
Yep.
And you have Trick or Treat Trail coming up in October, because, we all love fall. I love fall. And someday it will be fall. The pumpkin bobbing, community-wide garage sale, and more. But those are just
a lot more.
A hand's reach away.
Yep.
And these are available hopefully everywhere.
Everywhere.
The library, the banks, Candy Cane Park.
Centers, City Hall, PD, and a lot of points of distribution, apartment complexes have them. A lot of local businesses distribute for us.
So pick up
also.
a copy, and we will see everybody at Kidfish and Kids Day at the park, sponsored by the City of Conroe Parks and Rec and Conroe Noon Kiwanis, Saturday. And it all starts at 9 a.m. and goes till 2. Yes?
We'll be there.
Okay, we'll be there. This is Margie Taylor, and this is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic. We will see you all next week.